land of YouTube, Annette Dion here. I'm the host and founder of the Psychic News Network, and my Wi-Fi is down. So now I'm here on my phone, which runs the risk of trolls, but we'll do what we can. It's very disheartening when these things happen. So I'll wait a few minutes for people to show up to see that we're here. And if nobody shows up, I'll just go ahead and do readings. Yeah, I'm on my phone tonight. I'm kind of in a fight with Comcast. You know me, the troublemaker. So we're going to have community moderation tonight. We'll have community moderation tonight. I'm on my phone. I tried to get online on my iPad and it wasn't working. Which has been a problem all day. Can you hear me all right? Let me know. Let me bring this up a little bit. Alrighty then. You can hear me fine? Okay. Okay, so, yeah, this is a time, it kind of exemplifies the time that we're in right now. We're going to have to find ourselves being resourceful and clever and, okay, good, I'm glad you can hear me. And we have to find new approaches to things, and we have to not get frustrated when things don't work, because the time that we're in right now is... We've got to get this asshole out of office. We've got to get this dickhead out of office. We have to get this Putin puppet out of the White House. Yeah, it took a minute to find you because it took a few minutes to switch over to my phone. So, pardon my foul language, but this sometimes require this. He's heading us into... He's going to crash the stock market, and he's going to send us right into a depression. So in no uncertain terms, let's just be very, very clear. Okay? Yeah, exactly, Electrostorm. I don't want to hear anything about, and I've been saying this all along, I don't want to hear anybody saying 4 more years. What are you, fucking stupid? Excuse me, it just keeps coming out. I'll try to behave. The MAGAs are fascists. They're attempting to take over our country and replace it with a fascist regime. And our only hope is that we all are up in arms. And I'm going to tell you, he was Mussolini in his last life, and what he fears the most, what his soul fears the most, the trauma of that soul is that the people executed him. I'm not saying we're going to execute him. I'm talking about Mussolini's life. And I'm talking about soul impressions. Trauma that a soul brings from one lifetime to another. What he needs, he's been instructed to destroy our country. And what he needs right now is pushback from the American people. That, what does he always say? Unlike anything you've ever seen, right? I told you once, and I told you again and again and again. This time that we're in is the only way the people in the cult will wake the fuck up. I'm really sorry that I keep cussing, but I am really, 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 really angry. And I'll try to shut my filthy sailor mouth. There are protests everywhere tomorrow. Yes. We're gonna look. Don't get me wrong. I know that we can do this. I know that we can kick him out. We have to just reduce this conversation to this simple thing. Not impeach him. Remove him. Remove him. I'll stop swearing. I'm sorry. I know. I shouldn't have trash mouth, no matter how mad I am. Okay? And sometimes, in life even, we need to minimize the whole plan. Okay? It's very simple. We need to remove him. He is destroying us. It hasn't even been 2 months. The reason that I get so angry is for how long me and so many other people have been screaming from the rooftops. He's Putin's puppet. Putin wants him to install Russia into the United States of America. Putin wants to call it the Russian Federation of America. I even got the name in my head. It won't go away, what Putin wants. I see Sissy asking how we can get him removed. You drop everything that you're doing right now. You just drop what you're doing right now. Each and every one of us. We just drop what we're doing. And we commit ourselves to not living in our future like Kim Jong-un's North Korea. We drop everything that we're doing right now. If you have to give somebody who's on life support, that's different. But you could still, I'm being exaggerating, but you still could sit there in your 5 minutes that you're free, signing petitions, calling your representatives. And I have not, I mentioned reaching out to representatives. I'm not getting fire and fury. And that's what we need. And the way that we fight this is that we show the rest of the world this is not who we are as the United States of America. This is not who we are as the United States of America. I personally have never met anybody as heinous in my existence, thank God, as Donald Trump. Thank you, Cheryl. Nobody in the world has ever seen in history such a display of disgusting trash. You just keep doing it, Michelle. I know if we've all been doing it, we've all been doing it. Well, I'm going to the protest tomorrow. I'm going to go to a protest. I got word from Swing Blue Alliance. They're going to play my songs at the rally and somewhere in Western Mass. I'm going to see if I can get my songs to the people in Boston, maybe through Swing Blue Alliance. We don't stop. We do not stop. Hey, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. Did you miss the Cuss Fest? We don't stop. Because if it goes any farther, we will be really kicking ourselves. We will be really kicking ourselves. We need him removed. And we need to show the rest of the world this isn't who we are. He needs to be removed. Help us. And look for the protests, Michael, because they're being hidden. State houses. Where's your state house? Can I read on? Some readers are saying, I don't know I don't know what that word is in that. Assumption? I don't know what that word means. Translate, please. I'm going to pull a few cards, and these few cards that I'm going to pull, I'm going to ask if there's anybody behind the scenes that's helping us, because we've asked this before. Yeah, and everybody who's committed to fighting, put it up there because you're going to motivate people. You're going to inspire people. I did write a Substack today. I did do an Off the Ledge this morning. Please check out Off the Ledge if you're having any, like, if you just need to get centered, do that. And please be aware that I'm on my phone, which tends to attract trolls. So sorry if I'm making you work really hard. But my Wi-Fi isn't working. I'm in a big fight with Comcast, and they're probably holding it against me. And I don't even have Comcast anymore, but I have like this sort of Xfinity service that you can, wherever you are, you can access the Wi-Fi. Okay, so please read my Substack. It's under Annette Substack. I'd show it to you, but I don't know if I can get it. I usually show it to you on my phone. Hang on one second. Bear with me. I'm doing everything I can. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me see if it pops up. It probably won't. Yeah, it's wanting me to log in. I'm pulling 3 cards about, is anybody out there to help? Are there people out there that are helping? Are there, like, all the people that were in the Biden administration, did they just disappear? Is anybody helping behind the scenes? They're a little bit in a conundrum. The Six of Swords, it's a little bit it's tough right now. And the Hermit, they're looking at what the loser is doing, isolating us. There's not much they can do about some of it. The Six of Swords, we're gonna have some loss. I'm just gonna put it right to you straight. We're going to have some loss. Well, with the tariff, these cards are telling me. I'm asking if anybody's behind the scenes that's helping the United States, and what I see is it's really hard right now to help us because so much damage has already been done. The tariffs are going to isolate us. Also, I saw that Norway is refusing to fuel the U.S. Navy ships and their waters. They get fueled there. They have refused. I honestly think, and I really believe this, I honestly think that people's positive intention, people staying calm, people moving together, rebelling, demonstrating, protesting, but just keeping the energy in a place like we're gonna be okay is really, really, really important. And I know it might seem trite, but honestly, I heard somebody one time say, giving a sermon, at a church in California I was watching online, and he said, this was about a year or so ago, he said the reason that he believed that we haven't had a nuclear Armageddon is because of the love on the planet. So, I'm going to say to you all right now, I really honestly believe that the reason that we are okay, and we are, is because there's a divine hand protecting us. Because I really can't explain. I can't explain it any other way. So let's really focus on loving one another. I'm not talking about romance. I'm talking about really caring about one another. You see good things, the Europeans are standing up. Yes, and actually, I'll get to the positive stuff. I just had to vent. I think I'm done, but no guarantees. Yeah, and Celtic Seer is saying they have to be careful because the tech bros are a real bunch of yahoos. Arrogance knows no boundaries. I do feel like, thank you for getting the troll. I do feel like that this is that's what these cards are saying. This is a cyber. There's so much of this, it's a cyber war. It's been a cyber war all along, and that's what makes it so tricky. So right now, as they're figuring out what to do, whoever's behind the scenes and in support of the United States making it through this, right now they're a little bit, hands are tied, and we're experiencing the loss. Now, when more and more MAGA people start to feel the pain, this big ship is going to turn. This big ship is going to turn around. This big Titanic is not going to sink. This big ship is going to turn around. So, showing your support for Ukraine matters. I did post, our friend Tia sent me, and I can't access it right now because I'm on my phone, sent me the address in Ukraine, the address to send Zelensky a letter of support. It's an address, it's not an email. So, even though you're seeing all this horrible, horrible stuff, and I did read on the State of the Union. I did read on that the other day. Sorry about the trolls. When I'm on my phone, this happens. Extra points for the troll slayers. I did see last week when I read on the so-called State of the Union. Oh, you have his address? Okay, yeah, definitely post it. If you can dig it up, post the mailing address for Zelensky. When I read on the so-called State of the Union by the convicted felon enemy of the United States last week, when I did a little read on it, you might remember, what I saw was that speech, so-called, will be where he basically declares that they're throwing out the United States Constitution. So get ready. Not that we're going to watch it. And I'm going to ask the pendulum. If I were a Democrat in Congress, I would not attend. I would not attend. Are the Democrats in Congress going to attend? It's kind of, the verdict's out on that. The jury's out on that. I know, it's bad. It's very, very bad. No, we're not going to watch it. Good Lord. Why would you torment yourself like that? That's as bad as watching the inauguration. I'm going to read these cards on that rather than the nefarious cards to see what effect it will have on our democracy. Yeah, he's basically handing our country over to Putin, and that's what we have to stop. I'm just saying that's what he's doing. That's the plan. So I'm going to pull 3 cards about what happens to our democracy. Some will not attend. Yes, actually, I do have a kind of a nebulous response on whether the Democrats will attend. Oh, what it's going to do to our democracy, coming at this from a democratic standpoint, is that's exactly what he's going to do. At this speech, he's going to basically say that we're on Russia's side. That's what he's going to say. And I have the Judgment card. Oh, so let's think of it this way. What I'm picking up is the debacle on Friday. This is going to be the same thing. This speech that he's going to give. So, We'll get there, Dancing Warrior. Don't you know me? I always get to the good stuff eventually. But what our democracy will see as a result of this ridiculous speech, whatever the hell you want to call it, is the devil. This is evil, and there's evil in our White House. There's evil in our government. I'm going to say it again. All we need to do is get him out, because when he goes, all his clown show, all his Putin puppets go with him. Hey, Brian. Yes. I do my best. I do my best, Dancing Warrior. You know I always get to the good stuff, and if Thomas is here, we even get to the dad jokes. It's hard for me to see, so I can't see if he's here. The Eight of Pentacles. Well, you know, I'm asking what the tomorrow night's so-called speech is going to do. We'll have our work cut out for us. Between Friday and tomorrow night, it's going to be like, there'll be no doubt. There'll be no doubt even in the MAGA minds. The people that voted for him, the people that believed that he was going to bring down the price of eggs. The people that believed that the whole problem was Biden, right? They're even going to turn. So this is what the speech will do for our democracy. It's going to show us that we've been infested by Satan. As if we don't know. Thank you for putting my information up. You're going to sing a love song to Putin? Oh, I could write something. The Eight of Pentacles we're going to be working hard. It's going to make everything really, really, really clear. There will be no fuzzy area. There will be no like, well, maybe he's not that bad. There will be no, I mean, let's remember, or maybe you haven't heard this, but let's remember that the orange buffoon actually said to, I think it was General Kelly, generals, military generals. Well, Hitler wasn't all that bad. Hitler did some good things. The pathos. The pathos. Yes, we really do have to do something. Can I cliff note it? Cliff note what? Christine? I lost track. Well, you know, there actually is a redeeming thing about what we're in, and I know we have to go through hell to get there, but it will be like indisputable on all fronts. On all fronts. I'm not counting on the Supreme Court. You're still shaking your head that the universe let this happen again. America has some hard lessons to learn, and we're here for it, and we're here to turn it around. The fact that because of the evil one, that's a plural, the evil ones, because of this, because of that shit show in the White House on Friday, that honestly, not to go on about it, but I've never really borne witness either to human beings treating other human beings that way. All needs to break before the breakthrough. Yes, Christine, exactly. Has any, I mean, let's do a little survey. Because I know for me, I've never seen somebody treated so badly as what Trump and Vance did in the White House on Friday. And Zelensky is a war hero, and they're a bunch of buffoons. Thank you, Zircon. Have you ever seen somebody be treated so badly And then they kicked him out and said never come back again. And today I saw something about, oh well, you know, and on the right wing extremist Putin backed TV, there's actually some total idiot faces saying Zelensky has to apologize for what? Right? I've never ever seen, yeah, Christine cried she was so shattered. The circumstances were one thing, I mean, but it was bad enough, the circumstances and how they were attacking him. But then I've never seen anyone treated so badly. Zelensky's fine. So Zelensky went back into the world because he doesn't know what the hell this is now. Back into the world, and he was embraced with open arms. So really the entirety of the European Union just held him. And then they conspired to do everything they can. They had a big meeting yesterday or today. They had a big meeting. They're making a game plan to take out Putin. Those are my words. If two wrongs don't make a right, what can two rights make? An airplane. Wright brothers. WRIGHT. Thank you, Thomas. So, what's happened is Zelensky got more support than he ever would have. So it backfired on Putin and Trump. So now let's see all his bombasticness. The orange buffoon's bombasticness. Time for the nefarious cards. Let's watch that backfire. Let's watch that backfire. Yeah, they were victim shaming Zelensky. That's true. That's exactly what that was, right? Why did King Charles invite Trump for tea? I did not know he did. Probably smack his face. That's just my desire coming out. I did see, and maybe some of you saw this, I think it was on, might have been on Blue Sky. Somewhere out there on social media, somebody did a meme of Zelensky hauling back and punching Trump in the face, and Trump is like crying like a baby. All right. Zelensky is a hero. He has more courage than any one of us are ever going to demonstrate in 100 lifetimes. It's amazing. All right, so I'm going to pull 3 cards about what's going to happen to the orange buffoon after he crashes the economy. We were the envy of the world. We had the world's best economy with Biden, and they're actually bashing Biden. It's just amazing. I just have to laugh because it's so ridiculous. Yeah. So what's going to happen to him when this all is falling out? He's going to keep hanging on and hanging on. I mean, he's going to continue to keep saying that he's right. Well, he's a malignant narcissist, sociopath, right? He's going to continue to keep saying that he's right, that this is good, that he's isolating us. He's going to continue to say he's a hero. He's going to continue to say he's doing all the right thing. He's a Russian asset. We know. So, 50 more thumbs up. We'll do a group hug. I almost forgot. When we have 50 more thumbs up, we will participate in a group hug, and boy, do we need it. So, as the economy crashes, as he's intending to do, we need to get into that White House and just burn an entire bale of sage when we get him out. Let's think positive. After he crashes the economy, which he intends to do because Putin wants him to, he's just going to keep hanging on and blaming everybody else and saying he's doing a good thing, and this is the greatest thing. What's he saying now? He's saying, "Oh, we're doing so great." We're not those words, but the orange buffoon is trying to tell the American people that he's doing a great job. Isn't he doing a great job? A tank full of holy water too. Sage and voodoo dolls. Put those voodoo dolls to use. This okay, and he's going to pretend that he's the star of the United States of America. That's what he's going to be doing. But the people, the Page of Cups represents the people. He ordered the Treasury to use crypto. I heard that crypto's crashing too. It's all crashing. It's all crashing. All the economists, all the big economists, all the professional, intellectuals, economists told us that with Kamala Harris, the economy would boom, and with Trump, we'd go into a depression. That all the highest level economists, the most respected economists, before the election, they said, with Trump, we'll go into a recession and possibly a depression pretty quickly. With Kamala, we would keep going up and up and up and up. It was a choice between heaven and hell. Some of your neighbors chose hell. We'll read on the MAGAs in Congress. You sold your stock and paused your 401k. Yes. Okay. Trump pauses Ukrainian aid to pressure Zelensky, and what he's pressuring Zelensky for is to steal all the minerals from Ukraine for nothing in return. And Zelensky told him that in the Oval Office. He said he doesn't keep the deal. And why on earth would anybody trust what the orange buffoon says he'll do? He doesn't pay his contractors. A developer. You want your neighbors to burn in hell who voted for him? Just go to neutral. Go to neutral. Don't send out the vitriol. We don't want to be on that level. I understand the frustration. So when everything starts crashing, he's going to keep telling the story about how wonderful everything is. But I'm telling you, and I said this before, every time I ask the guides, and I include my dad in that now, consulting with him. I have a messenger from the other side now. A personal one. I keep on being told from my guides that what's going to turn this around is the American people, in no uncertain terms. What is going to turn this around? Trump says Putin will respect him. Will respect him? Is the people. Is the people. Is the people. And I'm not sure. Well, we'll read on this. What are they saying when they're saying Zelensky has to come back and apologize? I mean, you really have to be a criminal-minded, evil person to believe this BS. That Zelensky needs to apologize. And then they keep on pounding